Shifting focus to Kazakhstan, where over 160 people have lost their lives in Kazakhstan in the violent riots that rocked the Central Asian nation. It remains unclear whether the number refers to just civilian casualties or if law enforcement deaths are included out of the total deaths. Now, out of the total deaths, 103 were reported in Almaty, Kazakhstan's largest city and the epicenter of the protests. According to country's Ombudswoman for Children's Rights, 3 minors also lost their lives during the violence. Protests over a sharp rise in prices of LPG fuel began in the country's west on the 2nd of January, and it spread throughout the country pretty quickly, including the economic hub Almaty, which witnessed riots and police firing. Now, what started as a demonstration against rising fuel prices later transformed in a protest against the government. Much of the public anger appeared directed at Nur Sultan Nazarbayev, the 81-year-old veteran leader who had ruled Kazakhstan since 1989. Now, before handing over power, over 5,800 people have been detained by the police in the last few days, including many foreign nationals. According to reports, as many as 125 criminal cases have been launched against the protesters. As of this morning, the President's office said that order has stabilized in the country and that authorities have regained control of administrative buildings that were occupied by protesters, some of which were set on fire. Supermarkets also reopened on Sunday amid fears of food shortages. Now, visuals emerging from the country show people lining up for fuel and bread in Almaty. The Kazakh Interior Ministry put property damage caused by the violence at around $200 million, adding that more than 100 businesses and banks were attacked and looted, and more than 400 vehicles destroyed in the past 1 week. Now, on Saturday, the former head of Kazakhstan's counterintelligence and anti-terror agency, Karim Masimov, was also arrested on treason charges. The action came just days after he was removed as head of the National Security Committee by Tokayev. Russia has also announced that its troops have completed deployment of peacekeepers to Kazakhstan and will remain there until the situation stabilizes completely.
Организована отправка самолетами военно-транспортной авиации ВКС России российских граждан, находящихся в Алмате в отпуске или у родственников, которые выразили желание выехать на территорию Российской Федерации. Выполнение задач подразделениями коллективных миротворческих сил будет продолжено до полной стабилизации обстановки.
Earlier, at Tokayev's request, the Collective Security Treaty Organization, a Russia-led military alliance of 6 former Soviet states, authorized sending about 2,500 mostly Russian troops to Kazakhstan as peacekeepers. Now, according to a Russian news agency, leaders of the CSTO group will hold a meeting on the Kazakh crisis today and confirmed that President Vladimir Putin will take part in the talks. Russian involvement in Kazakhstan has irked Washington. Speaking on a private TV network, Secretary of State Antony Blinken said that Washington is seeking explanation as to why Russian troops were called in.
Kazakhstan has the ability to maintain law and order, to defend the institutions of the state, but to do so in a way that respects the rights of peaceful protesters and also addresses the concerns that they've raised, economic concerns, some political concerns. We have real questions about why it was necessary to call in this organization that Russia leads and is a part of.